I spent 3 years as a doormat for the ice-cold campus queen. She shamelessly spent my money while pretending to be a high-class beauty. I spent 3 years as a doormat for the ice-cold campus queen. She shamelessly spent my money while pretending to be a high-class beauty. Until that night when a rich kid pinned her down in the back seat of his luxury car. Hearing her cries for help, I rushed to play the hero and even accompanied her to the police station to file a report. Little did I know the next day she would turn around and accuse me of raping her. The rich kid destroyed the evidence and found people to give false testimony. My reputation was ruined and I ended up in jail. My parents searched everywhere for evidence to prove my innocence, but on their way to the police station they were killed in a head-on collision with a truck. I didn't even get to see my parents one last time. When the campus queen came to visit me in prison, she smiled smugly at me. "You worthless dog, I was having a great time with Brandon. You had to come and ruin everything. Now look what happened, even your parents got what they deserved." When I opened my eyes again, I was back on the night the campus queen was dragged into the car by the rich kid. Hearing the lustful sounds coming from the car, I turned and walked away. 1. Help, please. Someone help me. Faint cries for help echoed through the parking lot late at night. I heard the commotion and followed the sound in the distance. I saw a luxury car parked in the corner, its body shaking slightly. In my previous life, it was in this very car that I witnessed Lily Snow, the campus queen, I had a crush on for 3 years, being pinned down in the backseat by Brandon Chase. Back then, I had rushed over and yanked open the car door, punching Brandon in the face and kicking him hard in the groin. While Brandon was writhing in pain on the ground, I helped the disheveled Lily to the police station to file a report. Little did I know that the next day Brandon would show up in class with his arm around Lily, accompanied by the police. Lily tearfully accused me of attempting to rape her in front of the entire class. Everyone chose to believe Lily Tully. After all, who in our class didn't know that I, Connor Quinn, was Lily's doormat, chasing after her for 3 whole years? Lily sobbed as she made her accusation. "He's been harassing me for so long. I saw through him a long time ago, which is why I rejected him. I never thought he'd be so despicable. Punch. I would never accept him. He in the parking lot. Thankfully, Brandon arrived in time to save me." Lily buried herself in Brandon's arms, sobbing. Brandon patted her back gently, but his eyes shot a cold glare at me. The crowd buzzed with chatter as the police handcuffed me, not even giving me a chance to explain. Through the back window of the police car, I saw Lily and Brandon exchange smiles, their eyes full of triumph. My parents, however, never stopped believing in my innocence. They ran around trying to get justice for me. They were turned away when they tried to meet with school officials, and when they tried to access the security footage, they found it had been deliberately deleted. In just a few days, my parents, both in their 50s, had aged visibly from the stress on their final attempt. As they were driving to the police station, a large truck suddenly lost control and crashed into them head-on. A month later, Lily and Brandon came to visit me in prison. Brandon sat in the chair, his eyes filled with hatred. "You deserve this. If it weren't for that kick of yours, I wouldn't be impotent now." It was then that I finally understood why they had gone to such lengths to destroy me. Back in the present, I watched the rocking luxury car in the distance and took out my phone, hitting record and aiming it at the car's interior. The car windows were wide open, clearly showing Brandon on top of Lily. In my previous life, I had rushed in hot-headedly to play the hero. This time I've learned my lesson. I won't make the same mistake again. As I was leaving the parking lot, I heard someone approaching. Soon there was a commotion behind me. I guess that person had stumbled upon their little tryst, and now others were running towards the parking lot. I quickened my pace swiftly, leaving the scene of trouble. Back in my dorm room, I saw my parents' video call on the screen and my eyes instantly welled up.